Hello, today I'm going to answer the questions that I got on my last video, and since last time I showed you my breakfast, I thought this time I'd show you my lunch. A giant bowl of banana ice cream. It's probably got 6 or 7 frozen bananas in here, about a cup of mango, and 6 or 7 dates. It's really good. You gotta try it. Put it all in a food processor, blend it up till it's nice and smooth. Sometimes I put vanilla extract in there. I forgot today. Okay, so first question. Now I'm not going to try to say anybody's name because I will inevitably mess it up. Okay, so what do you eat when you go out to dinner or a friend's house and being vegan and they don't serve what you like? So, I don't go places for dinner where I'm not going to get to eat. So in my family, I'm pretty stubborn. So it ended up being that they would ask me where we could go because if they were going to go someplace where I couldn't eat, I just wouldn't go. Like I remember one time we were on a road trip to Montana and they stopped at, I think it was, well, it doesn't matter where they stopped, but I figured that the only vegan option would be like plain rice or a baked potato. So instead I drove to Fred Meyer's and I got a can of refried beans and some corn tortillas and some fruits or some vegetables. And I just sat in the car and ate that. And I was perfectly happy to do that. I don't care. I will eat what I want to eat. And if you're going someplace where I can't eat, then I won't go. I'll find my own food. But most people aren't like that. They want to like make a compromise or whatever. So nowadays it's a lot easier to find vegan options pretty much anywhere. But if there aren't any vegan options that are particularly appealing, they're probably going to have something like a baked potato or plain rice or pasta with tomato sauce. So if I weren't going to refuse to go, I would do something like that. Okay, so somebody asked, how do you lose belly fat? She's been working out for over a year and she still doesn't have a flat stomach. So what I can say to that is that you can't lose weight in a specific place. You can't lose fat, say on your stomach or on your thighs only. You have to reduce your overall body fat percentage. And I recommend doing that by eating a whole foods, plant-based vegan diet that is also low fat. According to Dr. McDougall, Dr. Carl Esselstyn, or Caldwell Esselstyn, Dr. Michael Greger, a low-fat vegan diet is the optimal diet for humans, and I found that to be true for myself. Also, it's a lot easier to stay thin, to stay slim and healthy when you're eating a plant-based vegan diet. But also, sometimes your body just wants to store fat in certain places. Like I'm sure we all have those places where that's the first place you gain weight and the last place that you lose it. So it could be that also. But overall, I recommend eating a plant-based, whole foods, low-fat diet. And another question I got was about thigh gaps and my height and weight. So same thing with thigh gap. I mean, not that it's important to have a thigh gap. Like you can be totally healthy and you're like, it really depends on how wide your hips are compared to your knees, I think, is whether or not you're going to have a thigh gap. And some people will never get one no matter how thin they are. And some people will have one easily. And who cares? And my height and weight, I am 5'10" and a half. And I fluctuate daily, like depending on whether I've just eaten and how dehydrated I am, etc. But it's about, I go from like 138 to 140-ish. And that's pretty much where I've stayed for the past 18 years since I went vegan. When I was in high school, I weighed 150. Before I had my kids, I was usually around 145. And then when I went vegan, I've been staying at about the 138 ish range. Sometimes I'll go up and down, but pretty much steady. Okay, what do you eat for protein as a vegan? As long as you're getting enough calories and you're eating a wide variety of food, you're not going to have any problem getting protein as a vegan. It's a big myth that vegan foods don't have enough protein, and in fact, fruits and vegetables have a full amino acid profile. They just don't have a lot of some of them, but if you're eating a wide variety of foods, what one fruit or vegetable or grain, whatever is lacking, another one will have. So it's not a problem at all getting enough protein. How many days a week do you work out? I work out 7 days a week. I just feel so much better after a good, hard workout. So unless I'm sick or something, I work out every day. And I do 40 minutes every day. When I'm not doing HIIT, I'm doing spin on my spin bike that I have in my bedroom. Do you feel guilty when you can't work out? Well, I guess in a way, because I really like the feeling of accomplishment after I've done a really hard workout. So that's basically why I work out every day. Okay, and what do you do for a full-time job? I work in education. I started out actually it's been a long time now. 8 years ago, I had an opportunity to go teach English in Spain, and so I did that. I took my daughters with me to Spain, and we lived in a tiny town in Malaga for 4 months. And then after that, the whole family, my husband, my 2 kids, and actually one of my sisters, we all went to Korea for a year. I taught English there. Then we came back and we went to Texas and kept working in schools there, and now I'm working back in Oregon. Okay. Somebody wants me to do 30 to 35 minute workouts. Not right now because I do at least 40 minutes every day, and I don't want to film a workout for you guys and then do another 10 minutes. But most of my workouts, you could easily break them down into a 35 or 30 minute workout. And maybe when I have more time, I'll start filming extra workouts for those people. Okay. Do you do only your workouts, or do you do something else? Okay, so in addition, I don't usually do my workouts again after I film them. Sometimes I do, I think twice this whole year since I started my channel, I've done my workouts again. But like I said earlier, when I'm not doing I do HIIT workouts. I try to get 3 days a week. I do Saturday, Sunday because I have more time, and then one day during the week I'll do another one. But the rest of the time I'm doing spin on my spin bike, and I do Millionaire Hoy's workouts and Christine Salus's workouts, and that's pretty much it on YouTube. I used to do Susanna, but then I used to do Body Rock when Susanna was on there, but then Susanna left, and now they're not doing real-time workouts anymore. And Susanna, you have to pay to get into her Z-Gym or whatever, so I quit doing her workouts pretty much. And what led me to start my YouTube channel? Well, I was pretty inspired actually by Millionaire Hoy's channel. When I first found his channel, I was just like, wow, this is the best workout channel that has ever been, that ever will be on YouTube. And it's 100% free, and he does, well, back then, I think he was doing 6 days a week, and he was doing really long, hard workouts, and I loved them. And then the other thing that inspired me to start my channel was Durian Rider, actually, because I started watching his channel, and he was always like, if you want to do something, just do it. And I originally wanted to start this workout channel about 4 months before it actually did start, but I thought that my computer camera was not good enough, so I was going to wait till I got a real camera. But then Durian Rider was always like, just do it, just start it. So then I just started it early, even with my crappy computer channel or computer video. Have you ever ridden a horse? Yes. When I was younger, I did ride horses for not very long because I wasn't really that into it. And also, I was horribly allergic to horses, so it was just a dumb thing to do. I've never done a parachute jump, never done a bungee jump, though I have wanted to. I did break my wrist when I was 19, and maybe you can tell that it's messed up because I took the cast off early like an idiot. Don't know why. I fell off the roof of my mom's house and I broke my wrist. And I've broken this finger, maybe like fractured it, but you can't really tell. It's just got a slight bump right here. That's it though. Have you ever made someone cry laughing? I doubt it. Have you ever written a poem? Yes, in my angsty high school years. Have you ever gone down a zip wire? Well, my uncle built one at his house, and I did that, but I've never gone over a long one that's really high. That one's probably about my height. Have you ever kicked a guy in the balls? Probably. Have you ever fainted? The only time I've ever almost fainted, I've never actually fainted, was I donated blood when I was breastfeeding my second daughter. But it was after 9/11. 9/11, I was feeling super patriotic or something. So I went and I donated blood. And then when I sat up after they had taken it, everything started to go black. That's the only time I've almost fainted. Have you ever had an embarrassing moment in public? Yes, many. Have you ever done a random act of kindness? Yes, I did. One time when I was in Texas, I saw this guy trying to buy a pair of shoes with his credit card. He was really old and he looked really poor. And he really wanted those shoes and he was like trying to figure out how to get his credit card to work. And I guess his daughter had created the account and then, I don't know, maybe it was a stolen credit card. But anyway, I felt really bad for him, so I bought him the shoes. And then he missed his bus and I ended up taking him to the bus station too. All right, so I think that's it. All right, if you have any other questions, go ahead and leave them below, and maybe I'll make another one of these videos. I thought I got some more questions, but I guess that's it. I think somebody, well, anyway. All right, so let me know if you have any more questions, and be sure to continue commenting on my workout videos. I've got a great one for tomorrow. Give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And if you feel like giving me an extra tip, you can go to my Patreon and leave me a donation. All right. See you next time.